This is getting out of hand. The Wuhan virus is spreading like wildfire. We now have more than 800 cases confirmed. At least 26 people have died so far. What began as a pneumonia scare just a couple of weeks ago could now turn into a global epidemic. WION is the only Indian network covering the story from ground zero, and tonight we'll get you all the angles of the story from inside Chinese borders, because that's where most of the victims are. The virus is spreading from Chinese territories to the rest of the world. It is not just a threat for South Asia now, but the entire world. Based on the information that we have gathered, it looks like China is struggling to contain this outbreak. The pictures are telling. Hospitals are overcrowded, doctors are overworked, people are scared. Patients showing symptoms of the Wuhan virus have nowhere to go, it seems. Take a look at the pictures on your screens right now. This woman was crying for help inside a hospital. The hospital staff is helpless. They're overwhelmed by the sheer number of cases that they have to attend to. Doctors and health workers are helpless too. One of them had a breakdown. Reports say that they do not have enough beds or supplies to take care of patients. The Chinese healthcare system is in a sorry state. The burden of these cases is proving to be too much. Earlier today, we spoke to our correspondent Patrick Falk in Beijing. He described the state of chaos inside Chinese hospitals.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about how hospitals are getting really stretched, particularly in Wuhan city, but also in those other cities in Hubei that are under lockdown, 10 in total right now. We are seeing pictures of people queuing up, crowds of people queuing up for treatment, people waiting to hear whether or not they've contracted the disease. Also, a real big risk for healthcare workers. Some of them are really being stretched to the limits. We're hearing reports of some of them calling for donations for things like goggles and masks, because they haven't got enough to go around and they're really concerned about the working conditions. I just saw one report of a nurse saying that she wasn't even stopping to take a drink of water because she just couldn't. It was too much of a risk to herself.
Lack of information and assistance from the government is only making matters worse. Disturbing claims are adding to the panic. A set of pictures has emerged. They allegedly show people collapsing on the streets of Wuhan. In some cases, medics are seen rushing to help these people. We haven't been able to verify the authenticity of these videos, but they are being widely circulated. Does look pretty bad. What is China doing about all of this? Authorities in Wuhan have undertaken a rather ambitious project. They're building a new 1,000-bed hospital, and they plan to finish the construction this weekend. Officials say that they plan to open this facility early next week. More than 100 workers have been deployed to finish the project. First, China locked up cities. Now it is trying to build a hospital overnight. The response is not inspiring, frankly, and it seems that the rest of the world doesn't have much by way of solutions either. This virus is spreading to different parts of the globe. America's Johns Hopkins University is tracking this outbreak real time, and they built this live map. What you see as red dots are places where we have confirmed cases of the Wuhan virus. Most of these cases, confirmed cases, are still in mainland China. This is followed by Thailand, Hong Kong, Japan, Macau, Vietnam, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, and the United States. So let me bring you the big picture in numbers. How serious is the situation? 5 figures, 5 sets of numbers describe the extent of this crisis. This deadly outbreak is growing. Let's first talk about confirmed cases. More than 800 now. At least 12 cities in China are under indefinite lockdown. 12 cities now. The movement of 35 million people has been restricted. In mainland China alone, 26 provinces are affected by this outbreak. Estimates say that there may be as many as 4,000 cases in Wuhan alone. Researchers at Northeastern University and Imperial College London have come up with these numbers, and they believe that the number of cases from the Wuhan virus could be 5 or 10 times higher than what was reported or what has been reported so far. Even the World Health Organization believes that these numbers will go up, and there's no saying how bad this could become. There is no cure available. Medical experts are tackling the unknown here.
There are many things that are giving us an advantage, but our disadvantage is the unknowns, in not fully understanding the disease, not fully understanding its severity, not fully understanding its transmission. And that is what the Director General spoke to in bringing the global community to work with China to ensure that we have the right evidence, the right knowledge to be able to react appropriately to this disease.